Good afternoon. May I please have your County Fire Marshal requirements? No one is allowed to stand in and block the aisles during this graduation ceremony. You will not be allowed to walk down to the bottom of the aisle to take pictures. All pictures should be taken from your seats. In accordance with the laws of Texas and in the event of an emergency, we ask you at this time to identify you. At the conclusion of our ceremony, we ask that all parents be here for your next graduation ceremony. Graduates will meet their parents outside either 2 or 3, depending on the entrance in which you entered. Thank you for your cooperation, and Spring ISD wishes you a successful. Now, parents and guests, if you would please rise for the entry of the class of 2014.
You may be seated. Okay. I'm Rita Sazesh, and I am senior class president. Wow. Welcome to the 2014 Spring High School graduation ceremony. Congratulations. To the overachievers and procrastinators like myself, congratulations. Thank you to the faculty and teachers for guiding us through our education. Most importantly, thank you to our friends and families for their continual love and support. And I think it is only fitting that we recognize these individuals. To the moms and dads who have cared, stood by our sides, and given so much for us, thank you. And a special thanks to my parents and my sister. Words cannot describe how grateful I am for you. I love you. Thank you. Graduates, please stand and applaud to those who have brought us to where we are today. You may be seated. You can sit down. As we sit here today, we are all eager to talk about the future. High school is finally coming to an end, and we're excited to see what comes in. And we're all excited to see what lies ahead. One thing that I do know is that in the future, failure is inevitable to success. We must remain brave and courageous in order to get back up and achieve more than we can possibly imagine. In the words of Maya Angelou, you may encounter many defeats, but you must not be defeated. You have so much to look forward to. Just you wait. Life is like riding a bicycle. To keep your balance, you must keep moving. I wish you all success, happiness, and joy. Good luck, and congratulations, class of 2014. We did it!
Please stand for the invocation and remain standing for the presentation of the colors, the pledge of the flag, and the singing of our national anthem. Let us pray. As we go our separate ways, we would like to pause and say thank you for the support of our family and friends. As we start over in new places, we ask that you always stay by our side and give us strength to face the challenges in our lives. Amen. And now, Ariel Mercier and Skylar Fontenot will lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance.
Ladies and gentlemen, please remain standing as the Spring High Junior ROTC presents the colors. Please join my fellow seniors as we say the pledge to the flags. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Honor the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to the Texas, one state, under God, one and indivisible. Now our Spring High School Chamber members will honor our country and troops by singing the national anthem.
Oh, say so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you for being here to celebrate our graduation day. You may be seated. I take pride in presenting to you the principal of Spring High School, Mrs. Donna Ulrich.
Good evening again, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to our ceremony. At this time, I would like to introduce to you our guests that are on stage. If you would please stand as you are introduced. Let us begin on my right with our 2014 Spring High School senior class officers. They are Rita Sazez, Paulina Pera, Skylar Fontenot, Ariella Marcel, Elizabeth Adset, and Madison Hernandez. Class president from Carl Winchie Senior High School is Askay Shaw. Our senior class sponsor representative is Mrs. Deb Beeman. Our very own tech theater teacher, Mr. Matthew Wassam, will be announcing our graduates this evening. I would also like to introduce to you our valedictorian, Ronald Ogden. Our salutatorian, Matthew Gillum. Mr. Bob Thompson, the principal of Carl Winchie Senior High School. Mr. Hannibal Trent, the Associate Principal for Administration. Mr. Gideon Sleeter, the Associate Principal of Curriculum and Instruction. And now on this side of the stage, please let me take the opportunity to introduce to you some of our more important members of the Spring Independent School District community. Ms. Ann Sandoval is the Area Superintendent for Administration in Area 1. Ms. Christine Porter is the Associate Superintendent of Physical and Human Resources. Mr. Philip Ellison is the Assistant Superintendent of Business and Support Services. Ms. Regina Boutte is the Associate Superintendent of Community Engagement and Quality Improvement. Rhonda Faust is the President of our Spring Independent School District Board of Trustees. Mel Smith is the Vice President of our Board of Trustees. Jana Anders is the Secretary of our Board of Trustees. Dr. Deborah Jensen is the Assistant Secretary of our Board of Trustees. Chris Bell is a member of our Board of Trustees. Ron Quire is a member of the Board of Trustees. And Justine Durant is a member of our Board of Trustees. And to conclude our introduction, our Interim Superintendent of Schools, Dr. Delane Bouillon. members, faculty, members of the Spring ISD board and executive leadership team, and most importantly, the graduating seniors of the Spring High School class of 2014. Welcome! Woo! Graduates, let's begin by saying thank you to all of the people who helped you get here today, your parents, your family, your friends, your teachers, and let's show them our gratitude with a big round of applause. Now I want to say thank you for all that you have done to achieve this awesome goal. You have earned $11.5 million in academic, athletic, and JROT scholarship. That is the highest amount in at least the last 6 years at Spring High School. Congratulations. The JROTC Lion Battalion earned over $4 million worth of that scholarship money, and I would like to take this opportunity to thank the young men and women of the class of 2014 who have elected to serve our country. If you would please rise so that we can recognize you. Thank you, and we appreciate the service that you're going to do for our great nation. You and your classmates will be attending some of the most prestigious universities in the nation, MIT, to Rice, to University of Texas, and I saved my favorite for last, Texas A&M. Woo! We are proud of you. We are proud to say that you have graduated from Spring High School, the home of the Lions. If you look at the program that you received this afternoon, you will notice the word commencement across its cover. This word often causes some confusion, and perhaps it is right that we clear up this confusion on this very special day. We know that the root word of commencement is to commence, which means to start or begin. So let's do that. Let's start at the beginning. Let's start when you first began school way back in kindergarten. You were so eager to attend school. Through elementary school, you made many friends. You learned the rules of school. You played Pokemon and watched shows like the Rugrats and the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. And you enjoyed great movies like The Lion King. Your journey then continued to middle school, where you began to define your place in this world and explored the type of legacy that you wanted to leave behind. And today, graduation marks a conclusion, the successful conclusion, I might add, of your career in public education. So how can we call this ending commencement or a beginning? Well, the answer is obvious. This afternoon is an ending. It's a culmination of 13 years of a process called formal public education. And throughout this process, you have persevered, you have worked and studied, passed your classes, passed lots of state assessments, and your high school diploma is going to be your reward for that effort. But just as certainly, today is another beginning as well. Your diploma is a statement. It's a physical artifact. It's a product that says you are ready to go into this world and realize your dreams. This diploma is your ticket to a new journey in life. And it's okay, because moms and dads and family are going to cry about that, but this is your step into adulthood. As you walk across this stage and you move your tassel, you change from the role of student to that of young adult. And being that young adult has many rights and privileges, most of which are a lot of fun. But also, there are many awesome responsibilities and demands. The fact that you will walk across this stage and be conferred means that you are prepared to accept these responsibilities and meet these demands. Right now, you are who you are, but it's not always who you're going to be. So I need you to continue to learn, continue to grow, continue to demand the best from yourself. So let this day be a true commencement, a true beginning of a life founded solidly on personal responsibility, rooted firmly in humanity, and abound with citizenship. Leave this day with the lessons you learned from Sesame Street and Winnie the Pooh. Be a good friend. Practice kindness and compassion. Be patient with yourself and others, and share your gifts with others. And the greatest gift that you can share with others is your love. Not that romantic kind of love, but the kind of love that causes you to act. Love's an action verb. Love requires that you demonstrate through your actions that you care for yourself and you care for others. You reveal this love in your work ethic, in your choices, how you treat others, and love gives you many opportunities and challenges in your life, knowing that it will help grow your character. And one of my favorite quotes, love is patient, love is kind. It does not envy, it does not boast. It is not proud, it does not dishonor others. It is not self-seeking, it is not easily angered. It keeps no record of wrongdoings. Love does not delight in evil, but rejoices in the truth. It always protects, it always trusts, always hopes, always perseveres. Love never fails. Quite simply, love does. Love, success, and God blessings to the class of 2014. At this time, if you will please welcome to the podium Ms. Faust, who will share a few words and then introduce our valedictorian and salutatorian.
Good afternoon. I hope that everyone can hear me okay. We're having a little feedback here on the stage, so I'm going to try to speak very clearly. I first want to extend congratulations to each of you on behalf of the Board of Trustees. I also want to recognize and congratulate those of you who have loved, those people who have loved and supported you along this journey, parents and grandparents, friends and family members, as well as Spring ISD faculty and staff. And I'd also like to be the first to welcome you to a new level of a membership in an elite club. Today, you become alumni of Spring ISD and full adult members of our Spring community. Like each of you, I am also a product of Spring ISD, having graduated myself from Spring High School in 1992. I received my diploma from Mr. Ricky Bailey as I walked across a stage just like this one 22 years ago. And as fate would have it, 22 years later, I find myself the president of your school board and am privileged to have the unique opportunity to share with you today some sentiments which I hope may help you to achieve success. I want to focus on 4 key categories. Number 1, recognize the importance of people and your own behaviors. Be self-aware. This involves knowing who you are, what are your strengths, and what are the areas where you're not so strong. Accept that you cannot be good at everything, so focus on how you can fill in the gaps from where you are to where you would like to be. This is the hardest thing, the toughest thing to do when you're younger. We're all born with different skills and aptitudes, and that's not something that you can control. But what you can control are your behaviors, how you look at life, and how you maximize the skills you do have. Be honest with yourself and face reality. Be aware of your impact on people around you. During the course of your lives, your biggest accomplishments will be achieved by motivating and inspiring others. Keep asking yourself these questions. Do people feel better as a result of spending time with me? Do I make people better? Develop personal credibility in your dealings. Do what you say is not an empty phrase. Stand for something and have values. Be open to new ideas, have opinions and state them, but be willing to modify them for a better suggestion. Acknowledge the contribution of others, even if it's painful. It reflects on you. Recognize because someone disagrees with you, it's not personal, and don't make it personal. At the same time, not everyone you deal with is reasonable, and you need to know that. There truly are zealots in this world who can see only their point of view. These people are the most dangerous and can be found in all walks of life, so I encourage you to be tolerant. Number 2, get out of your comfort zone, and better yet, get comfortable about being out of your comfort zone. Be a learner. The greatest learnings occur when you're uncomfortable because you don't know it all. Push yourself. Be willing to take a chance. Take a risk with something new. School, career, hobbies, sports, whatever. It doesn't mean you should be impulsive. It does mean you should take calculated risks. Get yourself into the arena. Be a participant, not a spectator. There will always be plenty of people out there to tell you why it won't work. And there's a very complicated term for these naysayers, and I want you to take specific note of this term so that you can identify and label these folks, okay? Here it is. Dream squashers. Do not let dream squashers deter you from raising the bar for yourself and getting comfortable outside of your comfort zone. But do know this, sometimes the dream squashers will end up being right, and that can be painful, which is why you must also be able to handle rejection and failure. Successful people have failures, sometimes spectacularly embarrassing ones. But they learn from them and they move on to the next success. Picking yourself up after a significant defeat or failure is really, really hard, folks, but it's also really, really essential. Embrace that there will be truths in your failures and defeats that can and will help you. Number 3, be results-oriented, have goals, and recognize that hard work does not always pay off. And I'd like to repeat that last bit there because I think it's of significant importance. Hard work does not always pay off. You have to work on the right things. Being smart is not enough to achieve results. Plenty of smart people get beaten by others who are more hungry, take calculated risks, work harder, have better people skills, or quite simply, have more common sense. Recognize what you need in that total package to succeed. Take responsibility for yourself. Other than a basic right to opportunity, you are not entitled to anything. No one is. The more you feel entitled to things, the tougher your life will be, because that's just not how the world works. So work hard and make sure that you're working on the right things. Fourth and best of all, enjoy your life. Figure out what you want out of life and go after it. Keep life in perspective. Folks, most crises aren't really crises, and I promise you, things do generally look a lot better in the morning. It doesn't mean you shouldn't take life's problems seriously, but it does mean that you should keep your cool. By staying level-headed and keeping problems in perspective, particularly while others are panicking or losing their cool, you'll be amazed at what you can accomplish and how you can emerge as a leader. Remember the significance of family and friends. They will make your life worth living. Don't dwell on what's wrong with your life, and don't hang around with people who do. 90% of people want to feel good about what they've accomplished at school or at work or at home. I encourage you to hang around with those folks, not the 10% who don't even want to try. In closing, I want to circle back to your membership in this elite club. Membership does have its privileges, but you have an action item to reach out. Number 1, know that the support of the Spring ISD family does not end when you walk across this stage today. Every one of us here is willing to provide mentorship, offer advice and encouragement, and to help you network. Number 2, whether or not you realize it, you have a tremendous alumni base behind you. Vigorously seek them out and work with them, network with them. Finally, what makes communities strong are people working together to help one another. And now I'm talking to you folks in the audience here today. These young people, our young people, are going to be looking for internships, full-time jobs, summer jobs, mentorship and guidance. Take their calls, respond to their emails, open your office doors and your places of business to them, share your knowledge and your resources, and be willing mentors and coaches. They need and are deserving of our support. Graduates, good luck with your studies and your careers, and remember, enjoy your lives. Congratulations. I now have the honor and the privilege of introducing our Salutatorian. The Salutatorian of the class of 2014 is an outstanding young man. He is the vice president of the debate team and the brass captain head of the Spring High School Band. He has also participated in UIL competition for the debate team and the Spring High School Band. He has been active, volunteering member of the Boy Scouts of America, Mu Alpha Theta, and the Spring High School Band. He also qualified with the National Merit Scholarship Program with a Certificate of Merit that awarded him a $2,500 scholarship. This student's dreams include a desire to continue his work in the area of mathematics and social studies. He is attending Brigham Young University, where he will pursue his degree in chemical engineering. His total scholarship award is $172,000. Yeah. He is the son of Matthew and Sharon Gwilliam, and is with great pleasure that I introduce the Salutatorian of Spring High School's class of 2014, Matthew Gwilliam.
Howdy, Spring High School class of 2014. So, as a side note, if any of you have ever wanted a picture of me in a dress and a funny hat, today's the day. We've been through a lot since the start of freshman year in 2010. We've had our share of moments that will forever be imprinted in our minds and our hearts. Moments that lifted us, moments that made us laugh, moments that forced us to reflect and look inward. Our journey at Spring High School is like that of a phoenix, a mythical bird that goes through a continuous cycle of death and rebirth. We experienced lows, grew from our mistakes, and managed to somehow emerge triumphant from the ashes, using our trials for our betterment. We are stronger, we are smarter, and we are ready to embark on the next phase of our lives. It's important for us to remember how we got here, though. A long journey began in a warm, round, rather dark place. That place is the womb. After a brief 9-month stay, we checked out of that hotel and entered the real world. All our work since is culminating here and now. While all of us put in our own time, our own talents, and our own efforts, none of us would be walking across this stage today if not for the work of our parents, friends, teachers, administrators, school board members, and legislators. Tons of people work pretty hard to put us where we are right now. A simple thank you, backed up by real feelings, can go a really long way in expressing a lot of different sentiments. Thank someone sincerely, and they learn that you appreciate and understand their help. When it comes down to it, they deserve their props. We've gained a lot from our experience at Spring and all the other different schools we may have attended. Some of these things transcend even the education our schools gave us. It is now our responsibility, and even more than that, our duty, to use all our gifts and our unique backgrounds to help others. For all that we feel we don't have, we comparatively have a lot. The same cannot be said for the 842 million people in the world that have never had enough to eat, or the more than 4.5 billion people that don't have internet access. Our world needs to change for the better, and that change starts with us and our willingness to get out and do. It starts with our commitment to making a difference. Really, though, what matters most is that we know what matters most, and that we always do whatever we do for the right reasons. We're beginning the transition into the real world, into the adult world. We need to be true to ourselves. If someone tells you to do something and you know it's wrong, don't do it. And don't just do things because you know you should or because someone else really wants you to. This is a time to figure ourselves out. However, it's not the time to simply ponder or sit in complacency waiting for something to happen. We need to be vigilant and striving to be better, to do more, to work harder. Find the motivation to do things. When the eventual college football champion Florida State Seminoles were trying to stage one of the biggest comebacks in college football championship history, they turned to their quarterback for leadership, telling him, "I'm strong if you strong." To that, Jameis Winston, redshirt freshman and FSU quarterback and winner of the Heisman Trophy, simply responded, "We strong then." He reminded us in that moment that the world needs leaders who are willing to do things, needs English teachers. The world needs leaders who are willing to fight in the trenches. They need leaders who can relate. If we make sure our motivation is always true and genuine, people will see the strength in us and we'll be all the better for it. Thank you, and congratulations, graduates.
I now have the privilege of introducing our valedictorian. The valedictorian of the class of 2014 is a young man with a lot of character. He's been involved in the Spring High School Band as the drum major, participating in jazz band, marching band, saxophone quartet, and the wind ensemble. He serves also his classmates in Mu Alpha Theta as president. He has volunteered his service as a Spring High School tutor, is an active member of Spring High School's chapter of the National Honor Society, and is a dedicated service graduate. He also qualified with the National Merit Scholarship Program with a letter of commendation. This student's dreams include a desire to continue his work in the area of mathematics, science, and music. He is attending Massachusetts Institute of Technology in the fall, where he has been awarded $40,000 to pursue his degree. His total scholarship award is $45,000. The son of Ronald and Madonna Ogden, it is with great pleasure that I introduce the valedictorian of Spring High School's class of 2014, Ronald Ogden.
Good evening, graduates, parents, friends, and people who fell asleep at Dekaney's graduation. It's okay, we're all family. I know what you're thinking. Oh no, I have to listen to some guy give me a speech. Well, allow me to spare you the boredom. Instead, I think I'm going to tell a story, because who doesn't love stories? There once was a man who had to write a speech for over 800 of his peers. He wanted the speech to resonate as inspiration throughout the future of society. He wanted to reside among the greats like Lincoln's Gettysburg Address or Martin Luther King's I Have a Dream speech. His ambitions were high. Obviously, he needed to put in a little more work than most of us would a major school project. So, the morning the speech was due, he began brainstorming. After about an hour, he thought he had written a masterpiece. It was perfect. But when he got on stage, he realized it was a lump of nonsense and ripped it in half. We can learn a lot from the man in the speech. We can relate to him. After today, we will be met with the intimidating task of stepping out into the real world. Like the man struggling to begin his speech, we may not know where to start. We all know we want to make an impact, but many of us are still trying to figure out how. From the moment you leave this building to the second you take your final breath, a series of doors of opportunity will open around you. You won't be able to go through all of them, and some will be harder to reach than others. Most of the time, there will be too many doors to choose from. But this won't be your only obstacle in choosing a door. There will be doors that tempt us because they seem easier to go through. There will even be people who tell you there's only one right door to walk through. There's an easy solution to these distractions. Ignore them. Look through the doors. Find the one that not only helps you improve the world, but makes you happy as well. Then, when you walk through the door, make the most of what's on the other side. So how do you make the most of what's on the other side? Over the past 4 years, every one of us has gained skills that make us unique. But it isn't enough to simply learn new things. We must constantly challenge ourselves to grow in our abilities. Sometimes it may seem difficult or daunting to push the boundaries of our success. Don't let fear of failure fool you. Bite off more than you can chew, and then chew it. Every time you test the limits of your strength, you become stronger. As you grow, never forget to share your talent with others. Remember, the world is not perfect. For every bit of talent and knowledge you've gained at Spring High School, another problem has spawned somewhere out there. We're next in line to fight a battle that has raged on for all of human history. You are about to step into a society that until this day has been shaped for you. Now it's your turn. Now is the time. Now, be creative. Go forth and make the world better. Thank you and congratulations, Spring High School, class of 2014.
Thanks, Ronnie. At this time, I would like to pay a special tribute to our honor graduates. Honor graduates, would you please stand? These students have worked extremely hard. Their high school career, for most of them, actually began in middle school. They have maintained a high GPA. They are actively involved in clubs and organizations and community service. And we want to say thank you for your dedication and your service to your academics, to Spring High School, and to the Spring community. You may be seated. Dr. Bouillon. Dr. Bouillon, our seniors are ready for you. Would you please come to the podium to say a few words to them and certify them as ready to receive their diplomas?
Class of 2014, there are lots of people that are proud of you today, but I hope that you also take just a moment to be proud of yourself. As you go into our world and you begin to discover greatness, always be proud and never forget that you graduated from Spring High School. Ms. Faust, members of the Board of Trustees, I certify that each of these students has met the requirements for the graduation as outlined in the policies and standards of the Texas Education Agency and Spring Independent School District. Each senior seated before us is eligible to receive his or her diploma as a member of the 2014 graduating class of Spring High School. Seniors, and this is the last time I'll call you that, please stand. By the authority vested in me by the State Board of Education, I hereby confer upon you this high school diploma with all of its rights and all of its privileges.
At this time, our seniors will prepare to come forward. Mr. Wasson, would you please come forward to begin the reading of the names? Students, parents, and guests, it is right and appropriate to applaud on this very special occasion. But please remember the dignity of this occasion. Every parent deserves the right to hear their child's name announced this afternoon. We appreciate your help. Mr. Wasson.
Ronald Emerson Ogden III. William. Matthew Aaron William Jr. Princess Ezra Manalo Abardo. Suhani Mahesh Badka. Rebecca Lynn Boyer. Sophia Shahan Shagalan. Audrey Leanne Coe. Kirsten Mary Cottle. Darian Rain Dawkins. Kelby Peyton Ingram. Ryan Armaya Francis. Kimberly Ann Franco. Stephanie Garza. Alyssa Alinda Gonzalez. Baruch Jacob Gordon. Samya Gupta. Jadine Ray Blas Guzman. Tiara Danielle Henderson. Cody James Henry. Brandon Levante Jackson. Anum Rahman Kazi. Samantha Leigh Kirkpatrick. Cody Jacob Krasinski. Sean Antu Levon. V. Tuong Thi Lau. Rachel Ann Martin. Michael Oliver Maguida Mercado. Ariel Ann Mercier. Victoria Ray Miller. River Reeves Nahara. Martha Paulina Para. Jordan David Rayab. James Christian Reed. Catherine Elizabeth Rutan. Rita Sazish. Hannah Suzanne Schmidt. Akshay Kalpa Shah. James Robert Stevens. Wendy K. Teague. Allison Terry. Ashton Anderson Thrasher. Sophia Catherine Velasco. Naharika Rajesh Vishwakarma. Ashley Nicole White. Sarah Andrea Zamora. Azul Penelope Acosta. Elizabeth Ruth Adsit. Chelsea Taylor Anderson. Vanessa Elizabeth Arbaiza. Alexis Janae Baid. Gustavo Alexander Berrigan. Jennifer Erin Barte. Desiree Marie Bertrand. Matthew Allen Bowden. Bailey Elizabeth Brinker. Kimberly Morgan Sophia Beaufort. Elizabeth Sue Butler. Christy Kaylin Call. Luis Ernesto Castillo. David Anthony Cervantes. Jordan Maurice Sheffold. Natalie Catherine Chalico. Brianna Brooke Clazel. Christopher Ryan Coombs. Nina Gabrielle Cotameja. Matthew Elliott Craddock. Carlos Ozil de Leon. Elijah Kalani Danam. Randa K. Faust. Racheli Flores. Sarah Jean Flores. Skylar Louise Fontenot. Matthew Ronald Frankoshkovic. Tried. Megan Christine Freeman. Brandon Lamar Glover. Gisela Gonzalez. Jose Francisco Gonzalez Jr. Migueli Abigail Gonzalez. Casey Cassandra Govea. Allison Ray Guthrie. Ashley Gutierrez. Samuel Lynn Hall. Mitchell Matthew Hurd. Madison Claire Hernandez. Michaela Grace Haller. Laura Michelle Hubbard. Lauren. Brianna Danielle Jackson. Brianna Teovan Jackson. Julianne Dumaya Lacina. Natazlin Antoinette Leach. Darius Orion Lee Campbell. Jeremy Michael Lopez. Paul Bernard Love. Anna Cecilia Martinez. Ambrosia Donae McCurry. Kimberly Ann Mercer. Kaylee Brianne Miller. Jessica Jasmine Monreal. Renee Deanne Moore. Yelahani Carla Morales Centron. Kiana Garcia Nahara. Jael Jai Navarro. Jasmine Wynn. Collins Roosevelt Ogogor. Victoria Ismeme Kaukasun. Michael Mayawa Aluta. Brian Alfonso Ordonez Green. Sarah Megan Ornelas. Antu Thai Tam. Amber Nicole Phillips. Caitlin Danielle Phillips. Valencia Lachey Phillips. Julio David Perchardo. Anna Maria Pico. Randall Garrett Powell. Jose Alejandro Prieto Jr. Mark Paleto. Harley Ann Pyatt. Omar Adnan Radwan. Sergio Leonardo Ramirez II. Catherine Marie Rodriguez. Fabiola Nicole Romero. Michelle Marie Sanchez. Mario Jr. Sarcano. Deja Ariana Scott. Taylor Alexandria Sinclair Slack. Anthony Philip Sorensen. Krista Rion Stoll. Damian Derek Trujillo. Thank you. Guadalupe Uriarte. Melissa Valencia. Sarah Elizabeth Vandermeer. Demarcus Rashad Williams. Rachel Ann Williamson. Romaldo David Abad III. Julianne Acevedo. Brianna Victoria Aguirre. Emery Aguayo. Brandon Manuel Aguilar. Jacob Jonathan Aguirre. Michael Damian Aguirre. Dustin Dean Ackridge. Keith Donald Albertson III. Luis Eduardo Alamon Alvarez. Braylon James Alexander. Donald Maurice Alexander. Nadia Lisa Alfaro. Dewan Jashard Andrews. Eric Angel. Grace Alice Armstrong. Kevin Amaro Aro. Jenna Arzarte. Gabrielle Elizabeth Atkins. Jasmine Lizette Ayala. Brianna Marie Beza. Jerome Montrell Baker. Kara Jordan Baker. Sarah Awad Bala. Say your last name. Julia Balajel. Isaiah Douglas Banks. Jose Antonio Barahona. Ziramora Barahona. Dominique Dante Barlow. Dylan Thomas Barnes. Tia Anjane Barnes. Vianney Alejandro Barragan. Taylor Dwayne Barras. Rafael Lorenzo Escobar Barreda. Augustine Soria Barrios. Damian Barrios. Shania Demetrica Batiste. Isaiah Isaac Bautista. Edgar Ronaldo Bellitzui. Casey Lorenz Bellows. Israel Renu Benitez. Cassandra Jewel Binns. Florence Bridget Berry. Kayla Marie Birch. Felicia K. Bishop. Jordan Dorcas Blake. Jasmine Lynn Bledsoe. Jakiria Raquel Bagan. Albry Michelle Bowling. Dylan Tyler Baumgardner. James Charles Booker II. Paulo Gamiel Garong Borlanga. Hayden Eugene Bowersox. Ariel Hope Boyd. Sarah Renelle Boykin. Brandon Sean Bradshaw. Marcus Aresti Bravo. Garrett Wade Brewer. Justin Blake Brewster. Brianna Deshay Broaden. Jesse Mason Brooks. Chase Elizabeth Brosey. Andre Emerson Bauer. Joshua Dayon Brown. Keitha Aisha Brown Bean. Eric Daniel Buck. Olivia Danae Bunton. Daniel Isaiah Burnett. Joshua Timothy William Burris. Kyla Bias. Bradley Alexander Bynum. Jazeel Cabrera. Emmanuel Joseph Caddy. Adriana Caldera Perez. William Yoel Campos. Clayton Charles Carey. Sebastian Carl. Jose Gabriel Caranco. Kekoa Kai Kaneta Carranza. Julissa Angelica Carrillo. Thank you. Crystal Renee Carrizales. Jalen Lamar Carter. Cassandra Ann Casorla. Daniel Isaiah Castillo. Gabrielle Stephanie Castro. Kyria Aid Castro. Lee Roy Casto Jr. Alan Aram Cespedes Marino. Darian Christian Changor. Alexis Renee Chavez. Carlos Julian Chavez. Eric Vincent Chistado. Evelyn Carolina Chua. Taylor Renee Riley Clark. Terrence Darnell Clark. Ashley Lynn Clayton. Brittany Evelyn Cleveland. Taurus Ray Cloud. Eileen Mary Contreras. Joshua Elijah Contreras. Carlos Santos Cortez Jr. Kenny Rashad Costin. Larissa Jade Cox. Juan Alberto Cruz. Nigel Malik Ishmael Kubit. Monica Ann Kumpion. Dakota Jamel Curl. Spencer Daniel Chachowski. Haley Ray DaCosta. Terrence John Daggs. Alexis Shelley Daniels. Amber Nicole Davila. Christina Lalani Davila. Shanice Grace Davis. Thank you. Luciani Herbert Delevry. Eric Delgado Jr. Elvis Jesus Del Jesus. Darian Alfred Dennis. Stephen Andre Denson. Candice Marie DeShazo. Chase Douglas DeWitt. Christina Diaz. Luis Gerardo Diaz. Matthew Cantrell Dickerson. See your last name. Thank you. Justin Lane Dolich. Brian Gava Domingos. Andrew Michael Domzalski. Carl Brandon Darrow Jr. Corey Michael Darrow. Derek Brandon Durawit. Ryan Alexander Dubose. Jordan Ashley Irvin. Gabrielle Ganise Eastland. Rodney Dewitt Easton Jr. Christopher Nash Eaton. Tristan Charles Edge. Kaylee Monet Edmond. Dwayne Raymond Edwards. Nicole Elizabeth Edwards. Shireen Salim Edwards. Wayne Ronald Edwards. Carol Dawn Elliott. Samantha Renee Ellison. Brandon Lee Emerson. Zachary Cade English. Jason Ryan Mendiola Enriquez. Joshua Robert Escalante. Jonathan Escobar. Javier Joe Esparza. Joseph Espinal. Joshua Espinal. Hector Guillermo Espinoza. Letitia Maribel Estrada. Jacob Wade Everett. Matafuro Uchachuku Easy. Robert Dylan Fairbanks. Gustavo Alex Falcon. Myra Lynn Felix Cersei. Job Nathaniel Fernandez. Manuel Fernandez. Monique Ferreira. Michael Alexander Cook. Tyler Daniel Cook. Sergio Augustine Figueroa. Carolyn Nicole Fitzgerald. Elizondo? Say your middle name. Israel Elizondo Flores. Mariah Lee Flores. Ashley Nicole Fontenot. Shantaria Dominique Farwell. Nathan Edward Fowler. Sabina Justine Fowler. Sarah Elizabeth Freeman. Kaylin Destiny Friels. Christian Kennedy Friels. Morgan Elise Fruzia. Peyton Joel Gabbert. Elena Raquel Galindez. Daniel Wilson Gallagher. Gary Arthur Garceau. Francisca Azucena Garcia. No. Gary? No. Kimberly? Kimberly Blasa Garcia. Omar Eloy Garcia. Samantha Elizabeth Garcia. Valerie Ann Garcia. Jessica Renee Garza. Stephanie Ann Gilo. Jordan Chantel Gillard. Kalia LaShawn Gilmore. Quaylon Ezra Jamal Gilstrap. David Alexander Glockner. Melissa Jasmine Goings. Jose Antonio Gomez. Antonio R. Gonzalez. Pedro Thomas Gonzalez. Sebastian Gregory Gonzalez. Patrick Jules Gonzalez II. Tomas Gonzalez Jr. Eric Martin Goody II. Alexis Alexandra Gordon. Isaiah Michael Godot. Larissa Noel Goulet. Devonte Burnell Granderson. Shannon Devonte Green. Colton Michael Griffey. Kendall Page Griffin. Luis Jesus Grimaldo. Miles James Graining. Aaron Russell Gross. Abby Danielle Guillory. Zachary Dwayne Guillory. Haley McKay Gustafson. Ashley Victoria Gutierrez. Jasmine Norelli Gutierrez. Joshua Ray Gutierrez. Ryan John Guzman. Kaylisa Camiran Guzman Meno. Delissa Danielle Hagan. James Dejan Haley. Kania Lachey Hankston. Caleb Justice Harding. Johnny Greenwood. Andrew Stokes Hardy. Eric Deshawn Hurl. Frederick Allen Harrell Jr. Miles Alexander Harris. Anya Atlantis Marie Harris. Deji Adriana Unique Harrison. Danielle Sanea Harold. Robbie Blake Hatchett. Elizabeth Sierra Hayes. Joshua Anthony Henriquez. Christopher Ryan Hernandez. Geronimo Jr. Hernandez. Jesse Joel Hernandez. Catherine Hernandez. Michael Anthony Hernandez. Nikolai Esteban Hernandez. Rick Hernandez. Tony Hernandez. Acacia Geraldi Hernandez Guevara. Wilbert Gustavo Hernandez Guevara. Blanca Flor Hernandez Ramos. Jaime Hidalgo. Brittany Ashley Hines. Joseph Robert Hironaka. Danielle Marie Huey. Valerie Nicole Holgreen. Caleb Alexander Holliday. Caitlin Renee Hollab. Samuel Ray Horace Jr. Cecilia Deanne Hubbard. William Chad Hudson. Kiana Janice Hughes. Oscar Alberto Ibarra. Razul Arinazad. I had him. Perry Damon Ishiro Jr. Javier Lozado Islas. Damon Troy Jackson. Ebony Renee Jackson. Javon Norlissa Jackson. Jasmine Sonone Anise Jacob. Ashley Sabrina Jamie. Jocelyn Silva Jace. Tristan Thomas Jarls. Brittany Brianna Jefferson Maxwell. Isaac David Jenkins III. Alicia Alexandra Shakira Gloria Ann Johnson. Brutavius Antonio Johnson. Damian Lavon Johnson. DeRoderick DeRay Johnson. Emily Nicole Johnson. Christopher Lee Jones Jr. Jasmine Sidney Jones. Merlania Maria Jones. Damaris Juarez. Nitza Lizette Juarez. Montana Lynn Jugan. Valdez Armand Jupiter. Aya Isam Kabani. Ryan Joseph Kaufman. Emmanuel Elijah Kelly. Genesis Nicole Keys. Aman Shah Khan. Tesha Renee Killebrew. Amber Michelle King. Sarah Michelle King. Thank you. Ryan Christopher Kamich. Catherine Elizabeth Kosurik. James Edward Kosick III. Dipesh Vinod Kumar. Ariana Beatrice Kurtz. Brandon Kwong. Kayla Nicole Kyle. Miranda Ashley Lacasse. Corey Jacob Lampkin. Pablo Ruiz Landon IV. Victoria Ann Langton. Hedemir Latigo. Peter Marcus Lee. Jasmine Lee Liao. Christopher Lewis Lacates. Carlos Baltazar Ledesma. Ricky Danielle Ledesma. Curtis Delshun Lee. LaDeja Monet Lee. Oscar Leha Jr. Shelby Nicole Langefeld. Guido Jamal Lerma. Rebecca Denise Levonic. Mason Daniel Langora. Esquera Lopez. Beatriz Lopez. Jocelyn Yamalix Lopez. Steve Alberto Lopez. Jose Garcia Lozoya III. Eric Donnell Lewis Jr. Jordan Taylor Lowe. Henry Esteban Lozano. Jacob Keoki Lyman. Jason Lewis Lyons. Victoriana Elisa Machado. Eric Michael Magdaleno. Austin Nolan Mahana. Morgan Treasure Malone. Caleb Lennon Marin. Luis Enrique Marquez. Rafael Antonio Marquez. Brandon Matthew Martin. Christian Alexander Martin. Christian Arnold Martinez. Catherine Hope Martinez. Ruben Yazareth Martinez, Jr. William Alexander Martinez, Jr. Gabriela Alejandra Martinez Zapata. Destiny Marie Mason. Keisha Brianna Amir Mason. Alexia Guadalupe Matamoros. Eric Preston May. Bailey Nicole McBride. Kristen Nicole McDonald. Lene. Ashley Lene McFadden. Arcasia Javel McFarland. Jeffrey Allen McFerrin. Jacob Patrick McGuire. Sean Broderick McGuire. Jarabi Dwayne McNeil. Joseph Lamb McPherson. Dominique Mies. Mason Walker Medina. Javier Eduardo Medrano. Daisy Marie Mello. Daniel Josue Mesa. Lori Dawn Miller. Shauna K. Miller. Tyriance Fredshana Miller. Britton Ty Mireles. David Monjaras IV. Damian Marquise Monsivias. Reggie Ruben Montemayor Jr. Ahmed Costa Montgomery Jr. Cecilia Nicole Montegudo. Gabriela Alejandra Montiel. Daniel Alexander Montoya. Marcus Allen. Catton Isaiah Moore. Sorry, dude. Aaron Ruben Morales II. Myra Ayari Morales. Nicholas Ryan Morales. Jennifer Marino. Obi Ortiz Marino. Tyler Dean Morley. Lachey Dominique Morris. Amulek Lamoni Moya. Johnny Ezekiel Murillo. Adam Edward Murray. Michael Howard Nall. Marcus Nava. Danelli Navarro. Middle name? Thank you. Tremaine Dewan Nelson. Sit down, Braylon. Elena Lachey Nichols. Alexis Reve Nichols. Michael Andrew Nolan. Jonathan Emilio Ochoa. Maurice Travion O'Connor. Oliva, thank you. Corbin James Oliva. Ovidiu Dumitru Orbai. Kirsten Marguerite Ordonez. Josue Eduardo Orozco. Oscar Enrique Atorga. Oscar Fabian Ortiz Jr. Andres Osorio. Eduardo Andres Osorio. Brian Stacy Owens. Jason Michael Owens Jr. Leah Natasha Pack. Daniela Renee Palacios. Graciela, thank you. Graciela N. Palacios. Edgar Sabdil Palmas. Eliud Sabdil Palmas. Peter Daniel Parada. Danielle Nicole Parker. Francisco Patino Jr. Damian Christopher Patterson. Alberto Lugo Pena III. This is Pena, yes. Darian Nicole Pena. Roel. Jeremiah Roel Pena. Rolando Pena III. Samantha Naomi Pena Lavelle. Kevin Jared Perez. Raul Perez Jr. Wendy Guadalupe Perez. Dainera. Avery Dainera Petrie. Alexandria Nicole Felix. Second. Steve Pineda Mejia. Cameron Lee Pitcher. Anthony James Polka. Doris Elizabeth Portillo. Jose Antonio Portillo. Kiara Monet and Michelle Powers. Andre Deshawn Price Jr. Jennifer Ashley Price. Trenton Scott Prince. Joshua Jean Provost. Montrell Deron Quarles. Devin Ryan Ragundananshing. Ibar Alexis Ramirez. Rachel Danielle Ramirez. Maria Pilar Ramos. Taylor Delfina Rangel. Amanda Lee Rapallo. Angel Rocky Reyes. Larisha Clarice Ray. Diana Regalado. Jesus A. Renderos. Abraham Stephen Rendon. Angela Damaris Resendez. Edward Ivan Reyes. Joseph David Reynolds. Colin James Rhodes. Real? Brandon James Reel. Janae Antoinette Riley. Quentin Devon Riley. Jose Zacharias Rittenhouse. Jasmine Denise Rivas. Brittany Dion Rivera. Daisy Lizette Rivera. Josita Tanya Rivera. Tyler Kirk Robertson. Brian Christian Rocha. Eugenio Hernandez Rocha. Alyssa Berenice Rodriguez. Bismarck Anthony Rodriguez. Marcus David Rodriguez. Vanessa Marie Rodriguez. Veronica Rodriguez. Christiana Marie Rodriguez. Jacqueline Daly Rogers. Trayvon, right? Joshua Trayvon Rogers. Diego Romero. Ramiro Rosado III. Julieta Rosales. Johnny Elijah Roski. Jacoby Anthony Ross. Neonte Chantu Rue. Emmanuel Ruiz. Pamela Kimberly Ruiz. Elmira Banyat Rezreva. CJ Torres Sablin. I even know that one. John Charles Solis II. Anna Guadalupe Salazar. Juliet Saldana. Dulce Maria Salgado. Eric Salgado. Ricardo Salinas. Taylor Blake San Miguel. Paulo Silva. Joseph Sanchez. Christian Alexander Sanchez. Asata Sanafu. Idalibet Santos. Zachary Thomas Scatoni. Jaquay Marquise Scott. Fallon Nicole Scott. Seibert, thank you. Richard Allen Seibert. Victor Hugo Silviano. Devin Prejean Shamlin. Catherine Nicole Schuler. Alexander Hayden Sigmund. George Silman III. Kenny Anderson Rodriguez Araújo y Silva. Rayana Raquel Sims. Leah Deneen Sinner. Christopher Albert Skinner. James Hunter Slay. Erica Diane Sloan. Aaron DeAndre Sloan. Marcel DeRay Sloan. Angelis Marie Smith. Jamal Angelo Smith. Jonathan Edward Smith. Savannah Lynn Smith. Tierra Roshan Smith. Caitlin Nicole Soderstrom. Corey Nicholas Soderstrom. Joshua Ray Solis. Brandy Nicole Solomon. Aaron Jacob Solove. Ashley Nicole Suze. Eileen Guadalupe Soria. Maritza Jasmine Soto. Lakitria Raquel Sparks. Desiree Desroy Spencer. Maxwell Spriggs III. Thaddeus Ulysses Spurlock Jr. Caitlin Nicole Stanley. Hunter Alexander Stanton. Alexander Stephen Starkley. Charles Wallace Delano Stepp III. Trying to test me. Trying to test me. Justin Patrick Sterling. Tyler Clay Foster Stevens. Robert Allen Stinson. Michael Wayne Stone II. Ethan Tyler Rembrandt Stowe. Carissa Nicole Suarez. Madison Ariana Surratt. Devin J. Cruz Tainatongo. Marie Kaftoplalila Talakai. That is not even. David Zacchaeus Taylor. Devonte Hassan Taylor. Haley Denise Taylor. Kevin Ryan Taylor. Troy Earl Taylor II. Ishaq Omar Teague. Giselle Terrazas Molina. Robert Denzel Terry. Melissa Louise Lorraine Thomas. Trevin Terrell Thomas. Kiera Renee Thomas Fontenot. Francis Ford Thompson. Logan Parker Thompson. Joshua Robert Tickle. DeAndre Montavion Tensley. Zachary Taylor Tobias. Jacob Daniel Tomlin. Carlos Alberto Torres. Elizabeth Ann Torres. Jamil Sabete Torres. Joseph Abden Torres. Juan Enrique Tovar. Tan Dewey Tron. Aaliyah Cheyenne Troll. Tyler Montgomery Toohey. Riley K. Turcotto. Sean Patrick Turner. Edward Salomon Torres. Madalena Vaduva. Gloria Marie Valadez. Fernando Alexis Valdez. Jesus Adrian Valenzuela. Victoria Elizabeth Valenzuela. Natalie Nicole Vancia. Trevor Keegan Vaughn. James Matthew Vaughn II. Jordan Ray Vaughn. Haley Elizabeth Vavra. Karina Vasquez. Miguel Angelo Velasco. Jose Luis Velez. Jason Alexander Ventura. Eric Francisco Villa. Sydney Brooke Villafuerte. Isabella Raquel Villarreal. Kavi Van Vo. Joshua Mark Von Segren. Haley Christine Von Felt. Malcolm Jacques Bonner. Jesse Paul Wagner. Michael Anthony Wagner Jr. Darius Jamal Walker. Anjay Anise Wallace. Dominique Andrea Washington. Hunter Michael Watson. Zatravian Teray Lamar Watson Burks. Kirsten Brianna Webb. Curtis Jordan Whistler. Carolyn Denise White. Mariah Tatiana White. Tanisha Renee Whitfield. Alexis Jade Whiting. Emily Jane Whitson. DeAndre Devin Wigfall. Cameron Mitchell Willett. Blaine Austin Williams. Dejanay Siobhan Williams. Dejanay Siobhan Williams. Darian Saxon Williams. Jordan Raquel Williams. Jacob Wayne Williamson. Joshua Hideo Wilson. Sheldon Pierre Wilson. Marshall John Wisniewski. Dante Julian Wofford. Ashley Jordan Wood. Casey Jordan Wood. Frederick Lee Woods Jr. Ryan Anaya Woods. Aubrey Jermaine Worley. Trivia Deshaun Worsham. Dylan August Yarbray. James Austin Young. Ryan Shane Yont. Jose Emmanuel Zambrano. Michael Christopher Zendejas. Ricardo Anthony Zatino. Andrew George Zimzoris. Anthony Jordans Rainey. Javier Nicholas Zuniga Gaitan. Cesar Vasquez III.
You're almost there, almost. Okay, at this time, seniors, to signify your advancement from student to graduate, if you will please take your tassel and move it from the right to the left. Congratulations. At this time, Lizzie Adset will come forward with our benediction.
Please stand. Let us pray. We come to you thanking you for each senior, their family, and friends represented here tonight. We ask that you bless each senior as they start this new stage of their life. Please give each one guidance, wisdom, and joy as they begin their journey. Please watch over each senior, their families, and all who are here as we go our separate ways. Amen. You may be seated. And now, Madison Hernandez will lead us in the singing of the alma mater.
At this time, please join the class of 2014 in the chamber choir as we sing the Spring High School alma mater. Join Rose and join Pinkies as we sing. Please stand.
Stand up for spring, let her glory ring, as proudly we raise our voices in her praise. Ever she stands, guided by our hands, her diligent youth, who seeks to learn the truth.
Congratulations to the class of 2014. Thank you and good night.